Batman has carved out an incredible 86-year legacy in the world of comics and entertainment, establishing himself as one of the most enduring superheroes of all time. At the heart of his lasting appeal lies the iconic Batsuit, a visual masterpiece that has evolved through the decades while maintaining its core symbolic power. This legendary costume serves as more than just protective gear. It's a storytelling device that bridges Bruce Wayne's human vulnerability with Batman's mythic presence as Gotham's Dark Knight. From the classic gray and blue design of the Golden Age to the sleek tactical armor of modern interpretations, each iteration of the Batsuit reflects the changing times while preserving the character's essential identity. The genius of this design choice lies in its perfect balance of timeless recognition and contemporary relevance, ensuring that whether you're encountering Batman in a 1940s comic book or today's blockbuster films, that distinctive bat symbol instantly communicates the same sense of mystery, power, and unwavering justice that has captivated generations of fans worldwide. Without further delay, let's get into the video. Welcome to the Danger Zone. The world-changing debut. In 1939, comic book history was forever changed when Batman made his groundbreaking debut in Detective Comics number 27. This pivotal moment introduced readers to a character who would become one of the most enduring figures in popular culture. The original Batsuit was refreshingly straightforward yet powerfully iconic, establishing the visual foundation that would define the character for decades to come. Bob Kane's initial design featured a practical gray bodysuit paired with black trunks, creating a classic superhero silhouette that immediately commanded attention. The ensemble was completed with a dramatic black cape that would become synonymous with Batman's imposing presence, while the distinctive black cowl with its elongated bat ears gave our hero his unmistakable profile. Finishing touches included black calf-high boots for tactical movement, a bright yellow utility belt that hinted at his preparedness for any situation, purple gloves that added a splash of color to the darker palette, and most importantly, a small but significant black bat symbol centered on his chest, the emblem that would grow to become one of the most recognizable symbols in entertainment history. The 1966 Batman TV series. The groundbreaking 1966 Batman TV series marked a pivotal chapter in the Dark Knight's evolution, representing one of the very first live-action adaptations of the beloved comic book character. This iconic show captivated audiences across 3 memorable seasons, delivering an impressive 120 episodes that brought Batman into American living rooms like never before. The series introduced a distinctly simpler approach to the Batsuit design compared to the complex, high-tech versions seen in modern adaptations. Adam West's Batman sported a practical gray bodysuit that fit like a second skin, emphasizing the athletic build required for crime-fighting adventures. The cowl featured notably smaller bat ears paired with distinctive blue eyebrows that gave the character a more approachable, less intimidating appearance than his comic book counterpart. Completing the classic look were mid-calf boots, perfect for rooftop pursuits, the signature yellow utility belt stocked with essential crime-fighting gadgets, black gloves enhanced with menacing spikes for added protection, and a more compact black cape that allowed for greater mobility during action sequences. Most memorably, the chest displayed the iconic bat symbol, enclosed within a small yellow oval, a design choice that would become synonymous with this particular era of Batman, and remains one of the most recognizable versions of the emblem in pop culture history. Batman the Animated Series. The series introduced a revolutionary aesthetic approach that perfectly captured the dark noir atmosphere Batman deserved. The creative team crafted a Batsuit design that became instantly iconic and set the standard for animated Batman portrayals. The cowl featured distinctively smaller ears compared to other iterations, giving Batman a more streamlined and menacing silhouette against Gotham's shadowy skyline. The cape design was particularly masterful, flowing and elongated to create an imposing presence that made Batman appear larger than life. This dramatic cape work enhanced every scene, whether Batman was perched on a gargoyle or swooping down to confront criminals. The yellow utility belt served as a bright focal point against the predominantly dark costume, while the substantial boots extended up his calves, adding to his formidable appearance. The bat symbol itself was framed by a distinctive yellow oval, tying the entire design together with a classic comic book aesthetic that honored the character's rich history. Every element worked in harmony to create a Batman who looked both timeless and perfectly suited for the series' unique blend of 1940s noir and modern storytelling. Batman Forever. This particular Batsuit design became arguably the most criticized iteration among fans, and the reasoning behind the backlash becomes clear when examining the creative choices involved. Director Joel Schumacher made the controversial decision to add anatomical nipples to the suit, drawing inspiration from classical Roman armor designs. Schumacher defended this choice by explaining his focus on anatomical accuracy and the historical precedent of sculpted muscle definition in ancient warrior gear. However, what seemed like a creative artistic decision to the filmmaker had far-reaching consequences that nobody anticipated. This single design element sparked widespread criticism from fans and critics alike, becoming a symbol of the film's departure from the darker, more serious tone that audiences had come to expect from Batman movies. The addition transformed what could have been a sleek, intimidating costume into something that many viewers found distracting or inappropriate for the character. The backlash demonstrated how even seemingly minor design choices can dramatically impact audience reception and become defining elements of a film's legacy. This suit design remains a cautionary tale about the importance of understanding fan expectations and character integrity in superhero adaptations. The Dark Knight. This iteration marked a dramatic departure from previous Batsuits, completely abandoning the traditional fabric-based approach in favor of heavy, militaristic armor plating. The design philosophy shifted toward practical functionality and realistic protection, reflecting the grittier, more grounded tone Christopher Nolan brought to the Batman franchise. The entire suit embraced a monochromatic black aesthetic, creating a sleek and intimidating silhouette that emphasized Batman's role as Gotham's dark protector. The only color accent came from the golden utility belt, which served as both a functional element and a subtle nod to the character's comic book heritage. Every component of the costume received the armor treatment, from the chest piece and gauntlets to the boots and leg protection. Even the cape underwent this transformation, featuring armored segments that allowed for both protection and the dramatic flowing effect essential to Batman's imposing presence. This comprehensive armoring approach created a Batsuit that looked like it could genuinely withstand the intense physical confrontations and dangerous situations Batman regularly faces. Arkhamverse. Picture this. Take everything you loved about the Dark Knight's armored approach and amplify it to an almost intimidating degree. The Arkhamverse represents the pinnacle of Batman's suit design, pushing both technology and visual impact to their absolute limits. The sheer scale of these Batsuits is breathtaking. They're absolutely massive compared to any previous iteration. Where the Dark Knight introduced heavy armor plating, the Arkhamverse cranked that concept up to 11. Creating suits that look like they belong in a high-tech military operation. Every surface bristles with advanced technology, tactical enhancements, and protective systems that make Batman appear less like a vigilante and more like a one-man army. The classic bat ears received a dramatic extension, creating an even more menacing silhouette against Gotham's skyline. These elongated ears contribute to the overall imposing presence, making Batman look like a creature of the night that emerged from players' darkest nightmares. The heavily armored construction doesn't sacrifice mobility. Instead, it enhances Batman's already formidable presence while providing the protection needed for the intense combat scenarios the games are famous for. Batman Who Laughs. This storyline takes us into completely uncharted territory, presenting a Batsuit unlike anything we've witnessed in Batman's long history. The premise is absolutely chilling. The Joker has achieved the ultimate victory by taking complete control of Batman's mind, turning Gotham's greatest protector into its most dangerous threat. With Bruce Wayne's consciousness suppressed, the Joker begins his twisted makeover of the Dark Knight's iconic appearance. The transformation is both symbolic and terrifying, representing the complete corruption of everything Batman stands for. The classic cowl receives a menacing upgrade with sharp spikes protruding around its edges, creating a crown-like appearance that reflects the Joker's deranged sense of theatricality. The most unsettling detail is the addition of the Joker's signature red lipstick smeared across Bruce Wayne's face beneath the cowl, a grotesque reminder of who's really in control. This visual element serves as a constant, sickening reminder that Batman's noble mission has been perverted into something monstrous. To complete this nightmarish ensemble, a long black trench coat replaces the traditional cape, giving this corrupted version of Batman a more sinister, predatory silhouette as he stalks through Gotham's streets. Absolute Batman. This storyline takes us to a darker, grittier alternate universe where the Wayne family fortune never existed. Without the luxury of cutting-edge technology and unlimited resources, this version of Bruce Wayne had to forge himself into something far more primal and terrifying. Standing at an intimidating 6 feet 9 inches and weighing a crushing 421 pounds of pure muscle, this Batman represents the ultimate expression of raw physical power over technological superiority. The transformation is both fascinating and frightening. Where the traditional Batman relies on gadgets and stealth, this version becomes a living weapon of pure intimidation. His massive frame serves as both armor and weapon, making him a walking nightmare for Gotham's criminal underworld. The psychological impact alone would be enough to send most criminals running before any confrontation even begins. The suit design reflects this brutal aesthetic perfectly. Sharp spikes protrude menacingly from the shoulders and upper back, creating a predatory silhouette that screams danger. The gray bodysuit emphasizes his massive physique while maintaining the classic Batman color scheme, and the longer black trunks add to his imposing presence. The bat symbol receives the most ingenious modification. It's designed to detach and transform into a functional battle axe, combining symbolism with devastating practicality. Thank you for coming along with me on this adventure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for watching. Have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Goodbye.